As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. It's a great job by the offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Setting up the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4. Oh, batted into the air and picked off.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is the ball? It looks like they're rushing. They drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Good, solid tackle.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in the short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Looking for a crease. It's high. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this crowd.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He leaves it with his back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's a nice job by this defense to understand that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second one.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Texas. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. And that is interception number 3 on the day. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
With the catch, it's Tate. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Motion from the offense. The hand to the running back. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blue. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Gonna run it. It's hot. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Okay, ready? Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup, pound a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll throw it on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He'll pull it down and run. What a cut. Now he's loose. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They're going back to the ground. That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Graham. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll pull it down. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, and that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gamer.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Texas. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Ready,
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll test the right side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Ewers. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it down the left side. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Texas offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On the ground, it's Ott. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Direct snap. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
42 Spider. Leaves it with the running back. The Longhorns pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Ewers. He makes the connection. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field.
Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're setting up the screen. Got some room in into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes later on.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making a big tackle in the open field.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Texas 14.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Gain of 15. And first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
And another nice game by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Well, and you can tell the QB surveys the field and he wants to attack probably a different spot and checks the football down. Nice job by the defense seeing it, rallying to the football and forcing the guy out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that's the key, David. Just everybody on defense having their eyes on the quarterback and taking all the deep throws away. So he had nowhere else to go with that football. Running it back, and as soon as he caught it, the defense was there to force him out of bounds. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll try the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Fires downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Give a little bit of hope.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Unleashes one. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ewers. Feeling some heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, and make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really...
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.